I loved the I loved the Bob. Wait, let me say words. Let me say. I want to say words. I will say words.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
So saying words hasn't been the problem. Saying the right ones has been.
This has been some night already. We'd only been recording for a half hour, but like the whole hour and a half before that, Jesus. All right. But so I love that Bob suggested that the band, the Vibratones, call Dad. He said, my audition was on a beautiful summer day, showed up in the car that my mom bought me with the money I got from selling my dad's other cars after he died. It was a 1964 black Olds 442 convertible with saddle interior and spoke wheels. Now, we
gorgeous car.
We had an Oldsmobile convertible when I was like in kindergarten or first grade.
Yeah, that was a different Cutlass, if I'm not mistaken, because he got the Vet when you were a kid, right?
I guess. I don't know. I was a baby. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he said, set up and ready to play for my audition. I heard Bob say, play the guys some songs you wrote, Don. So I did. I played and sang. If my memory serves me right, I played and sang my song, How Do You Think I Feel? I always liked that song. He used to play that on the guitar once in a while at home.
Yeah.
That I was a songwriter impressed them so much that on the spot they wanted me to join. I was thrilled. And later it sparked them into writing songs of their own. And I know he's saying this because Jim Ryan, who he was so impressed with anyway, just kind of, I guess, naturally, came to that with him or something.
Yeah.
He was already probably had like the songwriter thing in him, even though they weren't doing originals.
Yeah, I feel like Jim was probably already writing, but that wasn't what that project was considered for. Like, it was just kind of intended to be a cover project. You know what I mean?
Right. I guess.
So when Jim was like, inspired by another songwriter, it was like, oh man, this might be the thing that takes us into kind of writing originals rather than just being the only writer in the group.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And bands don't always want to be like an original band. They want to, hey, let's get together and do covers or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. I spent years playing weddings for a reason.
Yeah. So he said he instantly gravitated toward a friendship with Jim Ryan. He said, even as the newest member of this band, I was seeing the amazing potential for a record deal. There was no denying that the Vibratones were a kick-ass musical endeavor. We had a meeting about changing the name, and after much discussion, I suggested Chris Darway, a figurehead, and calling the group Chris P and the Critters, like crispy critters, because how Dad loves a pun.
He sure did.
I guess Crispy Critters were a cereal? Were they really?
Yes, apparently it was a cereal.
Okay. So Chris P and the Critters, like Chris's stage name could be Chris Parkway, he said. Anyway, but what happened was in the same meeting, Jim Ryan's friend Tom Brown, who was some writer of some Counting Crows hits and maybe some other things, he suggested just the Critters, and the Vibratones became the Critters. And Jim Ryan and I eventually became writing partners. And it says some Westfield, New Jersey girls even started a Critters fan club. Now,
that probably made his day.
Oh,
found out
please.
about that.
So these girls started the Critters fan club, and this was one side of the Critters fan club card, if you can see it.
Hold on,
it's all the guys in the band, their heads. And I don't have the other side.
I've seen this before.
Yeah. I don't have the other side to show you right now, but it says like the Critters membership and you put your name on it or something like that. But isn't that the cutest thing? Little heads there. I love it.
Yeah, they definitely clipped it out of a newspaper clipping or something.
Yeah, but I love that this is the start of the Critters. It's like someone was like, hey, you got to change your name. Okay, we changed our name. They started doing some gigs and these girls start, put this fan club together. There we go. We're off and running.
They were off and running. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. And here we are at the Critters.